Well, it is June 1st, another month to start on the AT. And getting ready to step out. We're headed into Rockfish Gap today. So it's about a 13+ mile day. So a little bit long, not longer, but long. Weather's supposed to be nice. Hopefully it won't get too warm. And it's actually kind of chilly this morning. That's why I still have my sweater on. Had a good night's rest last night, and I apologize for my videos being so long in getting posted, but last couple days I've gotten to camp, and once I got the tent set up and laid down and started working on my videos, I fall asleep in the middle of editing my videos. So it's all good. I'll get them up, and I might take a day after we get to the shanties, and when I head to the Triple Crown, I might take a day off and just get all of my videos caught up before I go into that section. So until then, until the next stop, Dogtag's headed out onto the AT. We'll talk to y'all later. So along this section, of the AT, and especially through Shenandoah National Park, they have these concrete pillars, these little metal bands on it. They have the punched in distances to the next major stop on it. So we'll start to see these as we approach Shenandoah National Park. Dogtag out. I got a morning tag along who has decided to, a couple of them have actually decided to hang out on my hat this morning. So they're the ones that spin the webs and fall along in the trail, and I've been walking through them this morning. So I think I'll brush them off and keep moving. So nearing the top of my first climb today, and if you look over yonder there, those look like rocks from here, but they're actually buildings, and I believe that that's part of the Wintergreen Ski Resort. So if you look where, let's see, somewhere right there, you can see the ski runs and the buildings next to the ski runs. So pretty interesting. to get up here and be above. Last night we were staying at Devil's Backbone, a brewery. They offer free tenting at their campground for AT thru hikers. So, and it was just below that area. So it's kind of interesting that we end up back above where we were camping last night. So pretty interesting. Getting a lot of tag-alongs today, those little inchworms that I did a video of. Every time I stop, I have to flick about 6 or 7 of them off my hat. I guess they think it's a tree since it's green in color. So, for now, Dogtag's going to continue to move north. So I'm about 1 mile and 8/10 into my first, this day, the 1st of June, and if you look down that ridge right there, that's where I'll be walking today, following that ridge down that way. And we're headed to Rockfish Gap, and you can kind of see Waynesboro way off in the distance, and that's where we'll probably be staying at a church hostel there tonight. So Dogtag's going to continue to move. Can't get to Maine without putting one foot in front of the other. So thanks for following, and share, subscribe, do all those wonderful things that you guys are doing. And I appreciate everybody that's following me and keeping track of me, and especially those ones that seem to cross paths with me at different points. So you know, all is good. So you all be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. So Dogtag here, and I'm at the connection where I'm going to be heading north towards Rockfish Gap, but there's a sign down here that says, "Welcome to the Appalachian Trail. Reed Gap to Rockfish Gap. It's maintained by the Old Dominion Appalachian Trail Club." So any of you viewers are with that club, thank you for doing such a great job with keeping the trail clear and passable for us through hikers. So you see the blue blaze, that's the trail behind me here. Goes back over to the Skyline Drive, I think. And then my trail goes, goes down there. And I came from up there. So Dogtag's going to continue to move. I don't know if I'm quite halfway yet, but I'm still moving, and the trail's been in pretty good shape, so I'm making some pretty good miles. For now, Dogtag out. Boy, this would have been a great place to camp here. Nice flat spot, beautiful running water, couple ponds to sort of soak your legs in or ankles in if you wanted a break. But I've got people waiting, so I'm gonna go across the river and take a short break and then get moving again. Till then, dog tag out. Well, dog tag's having a little lunch at the Paul Wolf shelter, and just taking a little break. So some cheese and crackers and Babe Ruth candy bar and maybe a few Skittles. I know, not a healthy diet, but when you're just burning calories, you just need calories to replace it. So, but looks like a really nice shelter, double decker, you know. 1, 2, 3, probably, I don't know, probably sleeps at least 10 people, I would think. Probably on a rainy day, it's nice because this one's got an overhang here with a table behind me. So this is one of the nicer shelters, and it's right here next to this creek down here. So, wow, would have been a nice place to stop, but most people probably don't stop here because they're so close to Waynesboro. And when they head to Wayne, you know, they all want to get to Waynesboro, and it's probably a 3-4 mile walk from here to Fort Waynesboro. So a lot of people probably don't stop here unless the weather's really bad. So, but I'm gonna finish my lunch and then I need to get moving. So dog tag out. So these are the ruins of an old home up here on the mountain, I guess owned by W.J. Mayo. And boy, the footprint of this house is not very big. I'm gonna guess maybe 12 by 15. And everything was done with the rocks of the area. So beautiful fireplace. A lot of work was put into that. So very interesting. So dog tag needs to keep moving. So dog tag out. All right.
Put on my hat here.
Oh, he's bald. He's trying to cover it up.
Don't want my wife to see I have no hair.
This dog tag here. I'm approaching Rockfish Gap. Met this young man here on the trail. We got to talking, and of course he knows dog tag stories. So I had to give him one of my dog tags. His trail name is Vintage, and he's like a section hiker that's local, you know, but he's out here enjoying the beautiful day that we have. And we just stood here and talked and shared a lot of common ground stories. So I'll be carrying his dad's dog tag. His dad was prior military and unfortunately committed suicide. So Vintage is going to send me his information, and we'll be adding his name to my carry. So dog tag out. Okay, June 2nd, Dogtag's back on the AT. Had to do a couple little errands this morning. One of our thru hiker group, not in our group, but a thru hiker that I met named Crazy Wolf. I call him Chief Crazy Wolf because he's a retired fire chief from New Hampshire. I ran into him yesterday. His shoes had blown out and he needed a new pair of shoes. So he was having a hard time finding some here in Waynesboro, so I ran him to Charlottesville, which is 30 minutes from here, and got him his new Hokas and got him back to Waynesboro, and then now I'm up here. As Arnold said in his movie, "I'll be back." I have returned to Shenandoah National Park, and between today and tomorrow, I will finish my Shenandoah hike. And then I will bump down south, do the Triple Crown, and then I'll bump back up here and catch the group coming out of the Shenandoahs. And we will continue our trek to Maine from Front Royal, Virginia. So, but for today, I'm at Sawmill Overlook. The trail is just ahead of me, and Dogtag needs to get going because it's just past noon and I've got a 10-mile hike this afternoon, so Dogtag's gonna get out and get moving. So for now, Dogtag out. So Dogtag's up here on top of a mountain, and there's this rock cairn that people have started to build up here right in the middle of the trail. And it looks like people are trying to add rocks to it and seeing how high it can go. But the two rocks on the top are pretty small, so I don't know if it's going to go much higher unless somebody comes along and puts bigger ones underneath it. So just the interesting things you see on the Appalachian Trail. It gives you the opportunity to stop, catch your breath, and then keep moving north. So Dogtag out. So you know when Dogtag climbs mountains and you're like, I hate these hills, I hate these puds. You know, you get up here and you get to enjoy some really, really nice places. You know, if I was living back in the 1800s and came across this piece of land, if I could find water close, I would love to live up on this mountain. This is a beautiful place. So it's called Little Calf Mountain, and so maybe there at one time there was a ranch up here. If not, somebody should have. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm eating an apple right now. By far one of the better apples I've ever had. I got it when I was in town, and I took the young man to, or the chief Crazy Wolf, to get his hokas. We went over to Kroger's and grabbed a couple pieces of fruit, because fruit is just something you don't get enough of on the trail. Fruits and vegetables. Just don't get enough of it on the trail. So whenever you can get a piece of fruit or something, that's what you kind of go for. So, but I need to keep moving because I'm sure there's people waiting on me somewhere. So Dogtag's gonna step out and keep going and enjoy this beautiful day that we're having today. And one last view. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? Dogtag out. Well, Dogtag's up here on top of this hill, mountain, whatever it's called. It's a cell tower area is what it is, but really cool. They have these little tractor seats. There's a young man sitting there. He says his trail name once was Too Fast, but he had to get off because of shin splints. Now he's going too slow because he can't catch up with his friends. But he's trying to earn his trail name back as Too Fast, so we'll see. He might catch me up in Front Royal when I get up there. So, but not much of a view up here other than cell towers. And I'll bet I got a great signal right now. So, but Dogtag's not getting anywhere close to Maine by just standing here. So I need to keep moving. So for now, Dogtag out.